It is time. We're sitting down and I'm reviewing the CeraVe Skin Renewing, what is it called, line? I don't know, Skin Renewing line. Basically, I have a lot of these products from CeraVe with the purple packaging. Not all. I have some that are not that brand or that line that I'm going to be reviewing, but I wanted to sit down and do a full brand review. Now, of course, it's not going to say that I have every CeraVe product, and not even from this line, but I feel like I have a good mix of them and a pretty wide variety of the products from CeraVe. So I feel like we're going to hit pretty much everything in your kind of makeup or skincare routine. So that's what we're doing today. I'm going to be putting it on my face. I'm going to be talking through it, and we're just going to jump right in. So if you are enjoying this kind of video, if you like it, please do give it a big old like, subscribe below, and we'll get into the video. Okay guys, gotta put my hair up. That's why I wore my headband as well. And what I'm doing, as you have just heard, is I'm gonna be putting everything on my face. I've even got a bowl full of water so that I can wash my face and show you what it looks like. So I'm gonna be talking through it and then just giving you my thoughts, telling you if I prefer it. It's basically, I'm gonna have it like a yes, no, maybe scale. And then of course, tell you why I think that way. So without further ado, we're going to jump in and we're gonna start with the first thing. And I'm kind of going in your normal skincare routine order. So I'm going to be starting with the Hydrating Foaming Oil Cleanser. This one went around back when it came out because there was this one and then there was the La Roche-Posay, which kind of were marketed as the same thing. I got them because I was like, ooh, this sounds so exciting. Oil cleanser. First of all, it's not an oil cleanser. It's just a foaming cleanser. They did some really nice marketing for that and made it kind of seem like it was something more. But yeah, I'm going to show you what it looks like, show you how it applies and everything, and I'll talk through, of course, everything. So that's why I've got my big bowl of water. And this is going to get so messy because this is not where I normally wash my face. So please bear with me. Maybe I put it on my lap. That's easier. And I've got a little face halo that should help a little bit. Okay, so now that we are kind of damp, you know, there's not much to this, so I'm just going to squirt out a pump in my hand and then apply. The first one we have is the Hydrating Foaming Cleanser. This retails for $17.99, so about $18, which isn't super expensive, and you do get 12 fluid ounces, so you're getting a lot of product in there. I would say it's a pretty affordable product. It is fragrance free, which is nice. All of their products are fragrance free. I think there's no CeraVe product that isn't, and like all CeraVe products, one of the main ingredients is going to be ceramide, so you can just expect that. Now, when I'm talking about a cleanser, I don't really care what the products, the like active ingredients are, because you're literally just washing it off your face in 30 seconds. But if that's important to you, it does have ceramides. And like I said before, this is not an oil cleanser. You buy it maybe thinking that it's going to be like a double cleanse where it goes from oil to water and emulsifies. It's just a foaming cleanser. So this would not be what I would use in the first cleanse. It would be something I would use as a second cleanse. So I use my oil cleanser or my cleansing balm, get all the makeup, get all the sunscreen off, and then I use this type of foaming cleanser to make sure everything is off. It's just that second kind of step, but I would not use this as just my one and done. I don't feel like it gets everything off as well as I'd like. And even for something that's supposed to be like for dry or very dry skin, I do feel it leaves my skin very kind of tight and taut, which is not something I really look for in a cleanser. So is this one that I would repurchase? Is it like my favorite thing of the line? Absolutely not. But I also don't think it's bad. I think it would be a good foaming cleanser, but I have other foaming cleansers that I like way more and I've talked about more. So it's a middle of the line, like in between of everything, but I just wouldn't say like run out and get it. Okay, next up, this is my vitamin C serum. This is pretty much done. So we'll see if I can get anything out of here, but I've used it thoroughly. Okay, we got a little bit. Okay, the next one is the Vitamin C, Skin Renewing Vitamin C Serum. This retails for $29.99, which for a vitamin C serum is actually pretty affordable. You get a lot out there that are way more expensive. And this one has 10% ascorbic acid, which is pure vitamin C. I wouldn't say that it's the strongest vitamin C. It's also not the weakest. So if you do find yourself more sensitive to vitamin C, this is probably a little stronger, but I wouldn't say it's like, I've seen ones out there with like 30%. So it's, again, in between. So vitamin C is going to oxidize no matter what, and the packaging is really going to kind of determine that. So this is one of those kind of aluminum packaging, and then it has this twist off top where you get the product, and you can see around the edges, let's see, where it has oxidized. There's been like some spillage that came out of it, but I would say that that was really toward the end of the product. For the most part, I didn't have that, and that really doesn't I mean, it's a little annoying, it's kind of messy, but it wasn't so bad. But I could see maybe if you got a package that was a little bit more defective, you might get more of this kind of product leaking out, but I didn't have a huge issue with it. But with any vitamin C serum, you're gonna wanna use it as quickly as possible. So don't open this and open another vitamin C. Like, have your one vitamin C and use it up before you open another, just because no matter what the product, it's going to oxidize. And so you wanna use it as kind of thoroughly and quickly as possible. I have read that this product has pilled on some people, and I've never experienced that. I actually have quite the opposite. I find this to be one of the most elegant formulas there is for vitamin C serum. I've tried so many where it's like an oil, and I just don't want, I want it to sink in. I don't want an oil on my face in the morning. So this one, it's a serum. It sinks in immediately. I have not found any pilling. I don't know if people are putting it on over top of a moisturizer or what, but that's not the order. You should put it on dry skin and then your moisturizers over top. But I would say that for this price and the actual product and what you're getting from it, I think it's a really good deal. And $30, like, it's gonna be one of the better ones I would recommend out there. There is one coming from another brand that I think is cheaper, and I'm very excited to try. But this is a great option if you're looking for an affordable and also functional and practical vitamin C serum. So this is a big yes for me. Next up is the Ultralight Moisturizing Gel Cream, or not cream, but just gel. The next one is the Ultralight Moisturizing Gel. So this is not in that same line, but I picked it up because I like it and I wanted something very, just a water gel cream for kind of the summertime and my normal kind of combo skin. By the way, it's $20 or $20.99. It's very basic. There's nothing to it. It's just a gel, kind of like water-like hyaluronic acid moisturizer. It's not meant for dry skin. It's really meant for combo oily skin, and it's really going to help your skin with the hydration factor. So if you need like more of the moisturization and like the actual oils and butters, this is not for you. This is for those people whose skin is dehydrated, and it really does feel like taking a big drink of water. That said, I think you can find a little bit cheaper products that do the same thing, but CeraVe is a very well-known and trusted brand. You're not going to have any irritants in it. You're not going to have any fragrance. You know, it's going to be very simple. So that's kind of what I think of with this product. When I use this up, will I run out and get it? It's not, I don't think I would, but there's nothing wrong with it. I just find like this product out of a lot of the CeraVe products is kind of the most basic, and you could probably find one even cheaper that would do the same thing. So it's a yes, but it's not like that I am so enthralled with it that I'm going to do it, if that makes any sense. Eye cream. So this retails for $24.99. It's got peptides and ceramides in it, and it's supposed to be a lightweight gel formula. There also is caffeine in it, which is one of those products that's going to help energize the eye and give you a little bit more of a plumpness to your eye. I don't find that I feel any of the caffeine in this, and I have other products that are eye creams that have caffeine that I feel way more. To me, this is an incredibly overpriced moisturizer. It really doubles as like any of the other moisturizers that I got. Like, it's kind of a combination of the night cream and the gel cream. It does have a very nice, elegant formula, but I literally could put one of the other moisturizers on in the same like vein and it would do the same thing. So for me, this is a pass. Nothing wrong with it. It's just $24. I don't think it's worth the money. Now, these two products I am not going to be putting on right now. I'm going to be putting them on my hands just so you can see the texture, but these are more of a night cream or a night product. So this is the night cream. And then we have the Skin Renewing Night Exfoliating Treatment. Now we have the Nightly Exfoliating Treatment. So this retails for $31.99. So that is probably one of the most expensive products that I have today. It's a blend of glycolic and lactic acids, which are actually two of my very favorite acids. And they are a little bit gentler depending on the combination or the percentage. I think this is 5% for these. Yeah, 5%. So they are going to be gentle. They're not going to be ones where you're going to feel the tingle all night or like for hours. That's not this type of thing. This is meant to be used pretty much every night, or you can alternate nights. It also has licorice root extract, which helps with the discoloration, which is a great ingredient. And you do get 1.7 fluid ounces. So it is $31 or $32, but you're getting quite a bit of it. And if you're comparing it to something like the, Sunday Riley Good Genes, that's gonna be way more expensive. So this is, I would say, like one of the more affordable products and one that you can use more frequently than some other products out there. Do I think it's my favorite overnight exfoliating treatment? Absolutely not. Like, I think there are better ones from Good Molecules. That's one of my very favorite ones. And then even The Ordinary, they have just like 5% lactic acid or glycolic acid. And I would recommend those because they're cheaper and they're gonna do the same thing. But this one is more elegant for sure. It's got a cream consistency. It has a very nice texture. You don't need to use a lot of it, but also like it's hard to overuse it, if that makes sense. So I think it's a really good product. And if you are someone who needs that kind of gentle exfoliation, this would be better than one of the like Good Molecules or The Ordinary. It's just gonna give you a gentler kind of like longer term exfoliation. So do recommend. I just like the cheaper ones. And then the night cream. So this is the texture of it. Okay, now we have the night cream. So this is the Skin Renewing Night Cream. This retails for $23.99, so $24. And this again has peptides and ceramides, and they say is not greasy, which I would agree with, but it's not one of those like super emollient, kind of like oily, buttery creams. But it is a bit thinner than I prefer. And somebody reached out and said that I should try this because it really kind of mimicked some of the Sunday Riley's where it has like that occlusive layer to it. And I can see why that was like the perception, but I don't think that's 100% right, because all you have to do, and I'll do it for you right now, is put a little bit on, blend it in, and then get your water. And I'm just gonna get a few drops, and you can see that it's not basically like waterproof. If you just rub your hand, the cream will come off. Now with the Sunday Riley and like the Tatcha, the SkinCeuticals Triple Lipid Restore, those all, they form a film. And when you put water on top, you have little droplets because they're not penetrating. This doesn't do that. It just kind of blends in with the water. And it's a really nice cream, just not for me. Like if I'm gonna purchase something for $24, like it's gonna have to do a little bit more. And I don't find that it's elegant in the formula because CeraVe has a lot of money for research and development, but it's just not something that I like find myself really enjoying putting on. So for me, it's fine. It's just not something I will ever repurchase. And the last thing that I'm going to be applying today is the CeraVe Hydrating Mineral Sunscreen. So let's put that on. And as you know, in all of my videos with sunscreen, I always use my 1/4 teaspoon. That's for your neck and your face. So I'm going to be doing the same thing today. And this is the tinted version. I'm pretty sure there's a non-tinted, but to me, that's not really that useful. And my products have had a few minutes to kind of sit, so they are nothing is sitting on top of the skin. It's really sunk in. And then our last one, the Hydrating Mineral Sunscreen. I can't believe it took me this long to try it. Now, what we're seeing on my face, first of all, it's $16.99, so this is the actual cheapest product that we have, and you do get 1.7 fluid ounces. It's a mineral sunscreen. We've got 5.5% titanium dioxide and 10% zinc oxide. Now, the website says that it's lightweight and non-greasy. I don't know if I would use those words. I wouldn't say it's the greasiest sunscreen that I've ever put on, but it definitely has a glow to it, and it feels like, you know, you put sunscreen on. Now, it's not as thick as some of the others, even though it does have a thicker cream formula. It doesn't kind of like tug on the skin. It does sink in somewhat nicely. But I think what the problem with this one for me is it's gonna be the tint. So my neck never, ever tans. It just doesn't, even if I put self-tanner. So this is where I can tell what the color of the product is gonna be. And I can see like on the edges where it's just, there's a line. I would have to blend it out, but So this is gonna be definitely a deeper tint than maybe people with like fair to light fair skin tones would probably prefer. But for those with the deeper medium skin tones, it's actually gonna do a really nice job, which it's not to say it's surprising, but I just never know. It's like these one size fits all shades are never truly what they are. But I do think this is gonna be really nice for a lot of people. Now, I read a lot of reviews of people saying that it transferred all over their clothes, and I wanted to be like, well, yeah, like duh. It's a tinted mineral sunscreen. That's what they do. Like, most of them are not going to be transfer proof, and they do have a very strong tint. So be careful. I'm wearing a white shirt today, probably not a smart idea, but if you do, you're probably going to get some around the ring, and that's just part of it. That's not to say that that's CeraVe's fault. So I do really enjoy this. I think it's for people that really love that added moisturization. For me, I probably shouldn't have worn it over top of a moisturizer and a vitamin C. Like, that's a lot for me. I can already see that I will definitely need to powder, but it doesn't look bad at all. It's just the tint. Like, I don't understand why a brand this big doesn't have light, medium, and deep shades. At least 3. This one size fits all does not work in sunscreens. And that is my biggest complaint with it, because for me, well, honestly, even if this was a medium shade and they had a lighter shade, the light shade would be too light for me. So it probably wouldn't work, but that's my issue. Like, this is not the right tone for me, and it's not something that I want to wear every day unless it's the summer and I'm really tan. But it looks beautiful. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it does look really nice when it's blended out. I just worry about like kind of getting it blended out. And especially for those of you who have a lighter, fair skin tone, it's probably going to be a bit deep on you. And would I recommend the sunscreen? I think it depends. I think it's one of those things, if you can swatch it in store, it'll give you a better sense. Because for me, the sunscreen is really nice. The way it blends in, the way it sits on my skin. It's actually sunk in even more since I've been talking. So I think the formula is really wonderful and nice. I think it's the shades that are going to depend. And that I can't answer that for you. You have to kind of know what your skin tone is. But yeah, I think it's a good sunscreen. I think I would recommend it. All right, guys, so that is our CeraVe Skin Renewing brand breakdown. Of course, I did not cover every single product. I do want to mention that I've tried the retinol from this line, and it was very nice, but I prefer like a little bit of a stronger retinol. Again, I don't know if Skin Renewing is the name I would have called it. I feel like it's a very gentle renewing line, like for maybe more for beginners. And that actually kind of leads me into one of my main thoughts about CeraVe. CeraVe, I think, is a great brand if you have very, very sensitive skin. You can't tolerate a lot of different ingredients, a lot of stronger percentages, and obviously, like, if you don't like fragrance in your products. But I think it's kind of basic. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. I think a lot of people really love that. But if you're someone like me who likes to test products and likes your skin can tolerate different things, it can be a little boring. So I think there are products that are hits. I think there are some that are misses. And overall, I hope this video does help you kind of if you're deciding between some of these products. But let me know in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.